In Marvel Rivals, playing a character for long and decently, you can achieve Lord rank. What does Lord rank do? Absolutely nothing. But I wanted the title. And who better else than
My name is Jeff.
So here's my journey to achieving Lord as the Blue Menace himself. Also, PSA announcement, I really suck at aiming, so I apologize in advance. Thank you and enjoy. Going into the first match of the video, I was already facing my first problem. You see, Jeff and Venom have a team up, with Venom giving to Jeff an extra ability. But me, I forget to do it a lot. So right now I'm playing it safe, I'm playing from afar, just focusing on healing, which actually seems to work in this case because we're actually able to push the point. And obviously you can see here I missed the bubble shot, but like I said, I missed a lot of shots. But it's just, we're able to capture the point pretty easily. And now it's time to escort this vehicle. Basically what escorting means is you have a vehicle, push it all the way to the end, don't let them stop you. That's as simple as I can put it. Moon Knight pops his ultimate, which good on him, but I'm about to have mine, so hopefully I can make this as useful as the Jeffinator. At this point I remembered I had the extra ability and decided to put it to use for once. And actually I was gonna pop the ultimate, but as you can see they were clearing them up no problem, so I decided to save it for later. There's another team fight, and now I decided to pop off the ultimate, and whoa, I got 3. Even though I took him as far as possible, we still lost the fight. What a waste. Yeah, that sucks. I would end up redeeming myself with the next ultimate. You see, Jeff not only has a team up with Venom, but also Storm. When Storm and Jeff merge their ultimates,
Oh my god! That was awesome! Oh!
not only was that the push that we needed, but I was also able to nab the attention of both DPS, meaning we were able to finish the fight. I keep forgetting to use my F. I gotta work on that. And along with that, I got some Jeff compliments, so we're getting the propaganda out here. Woo-woo. However, when it was their turn to push, even though they surprised us with the portal and we were able to hold off, and even for a good while, and I was visually popping off as you can see right here, they eventually were able to capture the point, and even for a bit, they were trying to steamroll us. Oh man, I gotta lock in. What is going on? Falling apart. I'm falling apart. And even though they kept pushing it, I still believed that we could win this. I mean, I had no complaints. Tanks were tanking, DPS were DPSing, and support was supporting. I genuinely thought that we could win this, but we would need to play. Something deja vu-ish.
That's hard.
If you know what I'm saying. Got it. Let's go! Eat him! Eat him! Eat him! Let's go! Amen. Amen. Yes. And Jeff, we trust. Yes. Going on to the next match, we were struggling for a bit, and then I realized this. They only have one support? What is this? So after realizing this, I tried to pop my ult to grab the cloak and dagger, but I ended up grabbing the Magneto, which it turned out it kind of worked in my favor because I didn't have to jump off. I could just spit him out. We finally captured the point, but then I was encountering a new problem. Oh, the frames. My frames. My beautiful frame. Okay. Trust me, it looks so much worse on my end than it does in the footage. But luckily, I was able to pull this off. You know what I'm doing? Oh, the triple! Oh, baby, the triple! I can't even type! Okay, sure. The power of fish compels you. And with our Bucky being able to pop the ultimate again and again, pun entirely intended, we managed to push it all the way to the end. When it was our turn to defend,
that's what we
chef's kiss.
I got the cut.
Amazing. When I say something, spreading the Jeff propaganda. Now, obviously, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I can do anything. This game now wants to put me in check, and I proceed to lose 2 games now. Y para acabarlo todo, the next game was the most stressful game of my life, or at least while doing this video. I was the only healer. Now, mind you, I am okay, but I am not that good, for the love of me, for the life of cheese. So I made sure to lock in. I needed a win. I needed a W.
No such thing as fate for those who speak.
Don't work.
A path at a time instead of just living it. So many things erase before they begin.
The work.
Were you killed?
Sadly, yes. But I lived.
Oh my god, thank you for taking me through the hill fight. That's so amazing. So, and I got the Iron Man. What? We actually were able to secure the first point. So, you know, now I have a little bit of hope that maybe we can win it. And maybe I'm that guy.
Stop going for me.
Okay. Lo and behold, we ended up winning. You gotta go. You gotta go. Yes, go! Why is the lawnmower out here? The next match was a King of the Hill type map. For those who don't understand it, King of the Hill is basically you secure a zone and make sure the other team does not take over. Get it to 100 and you win the point. First to 2 points is the victor. The other team knows this well and completes to stomp us out on the first point. But we knew we couldn't just give up. We had to keep persevering for the Jeff. In Marvel Rivals, if you feel like you're not doing good with a certain character, you are free to swap out. In this case, the enemy's Penny Parker kept placing mines everywhere, destroying my Jeff. So for the moment, I swapped to Rocket, and are able to take the second point. To start the third point, we're able to have a complete team swipe. However, they started getting the upper hand, and I decided to swap back to Jeff, hopefully that my performance will finally be better. My team began to take their own paths, but I was able to pick off the Bucky, and eventually we were able to get back together. We proceeded to have one of the longest back and forth showdowns that I have ever had. It just went on for like almost 3 to 4 minutes. I actually had to cut down a lot of it. But in the end, we were able to win, and you know what? A win is a win. In this game we lost, and you can still see that my aim was terrible, but at least I got a few pickings on the Moon Knight. It was pretty fun.
Real firepower.
In this match, I pulled quite a few people away from the point, ensuring us to win. And in this one over here, no way, I got 3! I got 3! I basically became Michael Jordan. You know what's about to happen? Let's go!
His name is John.
Oh baby, the triple! I was now just one game away from Lord rank. However, I didn't just want to lose this game. I wanted to have total victory and ensure that I earned that title. Iron Fist was flanking the supports, but quickly we were able to make quick work of him. Nope. Next followed Black Panther, but Emma Frost quickly put him 6 feet on the ground. Oh, I got one. I backed up our magic so we could take care of the Cloak and Dagger and keep pushing it. Now the Psylocke was starting to be a problem, but we knew that. Is that what it says? Alright, with the power of friendship, we could prevail. What is this? I then used my ultimate, devoured Rocket, and tossed Emma into the pit, leaving her with nothing but to suffer. Then, after I face the jaws of death, Invisible Woman saves me and we keep pushing the fight. I then avenge her by taking out Star-Lord with my bare teeth. However, when it was their turn to push, they weren't just pushing, they were going fast and pushing us through, and we kept dying and dying. I knew we had to stop their momentum, and they were dangerously close to where we had to settle it in a tiebreaker. But then, I remembered something. You see, only your teammates can enter in your spawn area. If an enemy opponent is by so happen enters in it. Now the main problem was Strange, and I decided to use this as last second knowledge, thank you Saving League YouTuber by the way, and see if it was gonna help. Oh my goodness. Was that the play that I separated? Look. I think that was a play. Did I do it? Wait. Is that me? Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We did it!